All right. Anthony Fallon. Tone Set of Sports. Let's go. See that? You see that title? Week 10. 2 back-to-back wins. I guess we're just gonna do it all this season. You know, we're gonna go win one, lose 2 back-to-back, win 2 back-to-back. Have a couple of explosive games and a couple games where we were just anemic on offense. Have a game where defense just don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing. I mean, damn it. It seems like if we the team is just gonna be able to do it all, it's gonna be Dallas Cowboys. You know, consistent, inconsistent. You know, lack of play, didn't play. Good defense, no defense. You know, stuff like that. But we keep finding ourselves. You think about how many games that we have played so far where either we barely had the lead or we was just under the lead, or it was tied going into the half. And Atlanta was it was just another game that was just like that, where Dallas has to play close to a pitch perfect game with very few errors, and hopefully that the errors that are committed won't be detrimental to that drive or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They won't take such a hit because they especially in the second half against Atlanta, that's when they started committing more penalties, and that's been a pain in our side all seasons, is those mental errors. And who's been habitually committing mental errors has been Lyle Collins. Wasn't that bad this weekend? This past game. I mean, he gave up a sack, you know, to Vic Beasley and stuff like that. Just got beat inside. It happens sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It happens. But they got a lot of pressure on Dak though. But Dak stood tall in the pocket. Now that's the Dak we need. That's the Dak we need to see. Is reading through his progressions and trusting his eyes, and it will help level up his pocket awareness too. The more consistently he does that. Now I think he still has trouble with his footwork, where he's just too flat-footed when throwing the ball, and it has no touch to it whatsoever. And some of the passes that he needed to just sing it. The fell incomplete stuff, that's cool. But I really can't say much about the Atlanta game. Is that we won ugly, and that's the way we choose to win. I don't mind it at all, you know. But the bright spot is that the offense ran through Zeke. And I'll tell you what. And if any other team going forward wants to allow that to happen, especially when Zeke get involved in the passing game and getting those chunk plays like the screen play and stuff like that, hey, go ahead, give it to us. We'll move, because not only will Zeke move the ball down the field, Zeke is going to take some yardage out of that defense every time, just like we saw in this Atlanta game. It's like every time that he touched the ball damn near, it was him falling forward. It was him falling forward, him breaking a tackle, making people miss, gaining extra yardage, and everything like that. But I'm gonna tell you who is Zeke's Robin. Who's Zeke Robin in the offense? Swing, just swing, because that could have fed Swain too, because they was giving that underneath stuff all day. They was giving that away all day. It was just up to Dak to read it, you know. But luckily, the offensive line blocked pretty decently to where Zeke could get his man on in the rush game, which also helped to complement the pass game to Zeke. And to everybody else, I mean, the wide receivers didn't have much touches, but they came through when they needed to. I mean, I know Cole, I know you dropped that. I know you dropped that touchdown pass, and we probably wouldn't have been in that situation. Then Maya missing that extra point. You know, I think they're gonna start looking for another kicker at the end of the season. They're gonna have to stick with Maher right now. He's not that bad, but he's starting to show. He's starting to show his true colors and his inconsistency at times. So we can almost expect him to miss at least one field goal per game if he had multiple chances. But hopefully he can get his mind right and show up some of these mistakes. Was we can't leave too many points. Our style of play, you cannot leave points on the field. Every point counts. Because for one thing, Dallas is not a good come from behind team, and they're almost not a good at keeping the lead either. But they're better off with the lead, and particularly the second half. Now, coaching and everything, execution is much more better, I think, and I can't say enough. I can't really say much about coaching. I mean, I'm just done. I'm just done with them. So I'm not gonna keep bagging on. Good win there, guys. Hey, good win. Good win. Hey, nice fumble there. Nice fumble. Anyway, him and Linehan. I'm not gonna bag on him. That's my little fun right there. But yeah, I just it's the difference in Dak. Even though the offense is running through Zeke, really is the offensive line. Now I hope Tyron Smith is okay, because Fleming came in for him. I don't know I can't remember if he got back in the game, if Smith got back in the game or not. But hopefully he's okay. And keep Connor Williams out. Leave him as an emergency. Backup line, you know what I'm saying? Because he belongs at right tackle any damn way. That's exactly where he belongs. Let's stop. I got an hour and a half left of my time. I could run out the next 30 minutes to the next rest area or whatnot. But I think I'm going to go ahead, pack it up, and finish talking to you guys for a couple more minutes. So can we say that Amari Cooper has affected the offense? I mean, I would say, yeah, he garnered some respect amongst the defense and DBs. That was one hell of a grab he caught over Trufant, though. That was elite shit right there. You know, and I would like to see more of that. Not really, because it was like a 50-50 ball, and he just won the 50-50. But if need be, I like to see him come down with the catch, you know. I've been telling y'all all season, it's gonna take Dak. This is gonna take him for this season, and really next year Next year is boom or bust, honestly. Next year is boom or bust for Dak. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm not putting much stock in the playoffs. People need to shut the fuck up about them making it to the playoffs now, because they're 5-5. We have been in this situation before. Do I have to refresh y'all memory? Do you remember when we needed to get to the playoffs and we only had to play the Giants? We had to beat the Giants to get into the playoffs. And what did we do? We lost. You remember the year after that? We needed that one game to get in the playoffs, and we had to play the Philadelphia Eagles. And what happened? We lost and was knocked out of the playoffs. You remember that the year after that? The year after that, we had to beat the Washington Redskins. Well, we had to beat some team to get into the playoffs, and we never did, because we had to fight. For one thing, we got behind. We had to fight our way back into getting to the playoff hunt. And then when it came down to the last game, we didn't know how to close. So everybody, just hold your horses. Just stay patient. And just like I put on Twitter Sunday, prove to the fans that this is not a fluke going forward. Well, I ain't put the going forward part. But that Sunday's game was not a fluke. And so far, and it's not a fluke because they won. But still, that still stands for me. And that still stands for me. Prove it to the fans. That's all you got to do, Cowboys team, is prove it to your fans. We don't have to prove it to the NFL League. We don't have to prove it to any other team. Nothing. Prove it to your fans that you are legitimate and that y'all. Now, we understand that y'all still young and you're learning as winners, but damn, y'all got the grit and determination and the will and the team chemistry. You get that down pat and execution. Get that down pat, and better days is coming. Next week gonna be a better day. And due to the fact that y'all a young team, y'all are creating your own rivalries. Yeah, Washington Redskins is always a rivalry, but those are not. They are not the teams of old. They are not the 95 teams. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Throughout the years up until this point, this is a young Cowboys team. That's y'all team, and that's the Washington team, and that's y'all rivalry. Y'all just keeping the tradition. What you gonna do? Cause y'all just took care of an out of division rival, interconference rival. Because y'all remember when y'all played Atlanta last year? They had a parade of sacks. Now look at what y'all done. Y'all took care of business. Good shit. So now, some more shit is in y'all mouth that y'all gotta get out. Oh, come on. Dang it.
Route calculation.
That is this Washington game. Y'all got to play Washington. And y'all playing at home. Playing at home. So let's see what y'all gonna do this Sunday. Don't get too high. Stay even keel. Don't get too high on yourselves. Good win. You know, good way, good payback. It was supposed to be payback. So you're supposed to come back and beat that ass. Clip the wings off the Falcons. Just clip the wings, and then you clip the wings off the Eagles the weekend before that. You know? So yeah, go in this game focused, determined, have fun beating some ass. It is nothing like dominating and having fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? In the game of sports. You know, we out there just running plays like we in practice. And that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be. We just we practicing out there on it. reserve spot. Well, I think I gotta pay for a reserve spot or not. I mean, I may or may not have to. Let's see. But it looked like there's an open spot right here. That's the only thing about truck stops, man. If you don't get here on at a decent time, particularly late evenings, around this time it's what, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, well, 4 o'clock Midwestern time.
In 500 feet, turn left.
Here in South Bend at a truck stop. If not, you're gonna have to pay for a reserve spot, which is not bad because it just nobody can pay for can't nobody steal your spot. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, back to what I was saying. It ain't nothing like domination. And just playing ball. Like it's like a basketball term. Just using that basketball term, moving the ball, passing the ball without a conscience. When they mean that in a basketball sense, is that you just passing the ball to the open man. You're making your cuts, you know what I'm saying, or running your play, and the ball is just being moved around. It's just hitting those, and it seems like every time you pass the ball, that person is open, you're hitting those. And you're hitting those hot spots, especially if you're like depending on what kind of player you are, in a sense. Now I'm being more elaborate on what I'm saying. I'm just gonna use me for an example. I like a big man that can pass, because I can throw it in, and then I can make a cut. I can cut in. Slash, or I can just make a cut to get open for a catch and release. You know what I'm saying? And he'll do his post move, dish it back out to me, and I just catch it in that spot for a shot, wham. You know what I'm saying? With that easy flow. And that's like, he's just passing the ball, just distributing, point guard, blah, 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 however. So, yeah, just playing without a conscience, man. Like, that's what that team chemistry, like, you just out there just playing. Basically, we just playing for the hell of it and beating your ass at the same time. That's a championship mindset. That's a champion's mindset. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that New England Patriots play. That's the way that Golden State play. Look at how easy flowing the Golden State offense is when they are on. It's to play without a conscience. That is team chemistry. You don't even have to speak to one another on the court. It's like through eye contact. You know what you more than likely what the other person would probably do. You know what I'm saying? You know what they're looking for. Either they're gonna move to create that shot. They're gonna drive. They're gonna drive and dish. You know what I'm saying? One of the two. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm just finally glad I got the chance to make a video, sit back and talk to y'all for a minute. I mean, pretty much a lot of times it's just you and I out here talking. So don't mind me at all. just sit back and we listen. I mean, comment, of course, but there's nobody on there to comment, you know. I know I got people sneak peeking on my videos and shit, but it's all good. It's all good, because I'm doing it for the hell of it, because I want to, and because I can. Because it's all about building, you know. But yeah, it's good looking forward. And you know what? I'm gonna speak on this, and I'm gonna get off too. The media, and if you watch any of my past videos going back to last year or last season or whatnot, something like that. Oh well, beginning of the season, the beginning of this all season, not last year. You know, they trying to throw this Dak Prescott contract thing. They trying to bring that to the forefront. Look, Dak contract isn't up till next year. That's something Cowboys got to worry about next year. And they don't have to pay him all that money if they don't want to. If I was Dak, I wouldn't even want all of the money right now up front. I would put myself on an extension, like maybe a yearly extension or two. I give him 2 years just to see what Coach Garrett is trying to do with this team. Because especially if I feel like I'm being undercoached, I'm being underdeveloped. You know, I'm working on my craft to get myself better. But then I have a head coach that was a former quarterback that can't even help me elevate my game. Think about it now. That's crazy, because then you got coaches out there, OCs and head coaches, Hugh Jackson, Sean McVay. Maybe Hugh Jackson admitted he never played quarterback, but he has a way with understanding the quarterback position and how it should be played. I don't know about Sean McVay if he has a QB background or whatever, but look at what he did with Jared Goff. I'm just saying that goes to show you. I guess depends on your experience. I don't know, but you would think the backup would have some savvy because he got to sit back and watch a great, like Jason Garrett. He got to watch a Troy Aikman sit behind him and rarely played. You know, he maybe filled in once for a few games. You know, something like that, but. But yeah, they need to kill that noise, the contract talk right now. Right now, let's just focus on winning. Let's focus on this game Thursday for Thanksgiving. That's going to be on against a rival division opponent that you have lost to already, and this is your opportunity to snatch it. And don't look back, because you still got the Philly, you still got the Giants. We got the Saints after this. So don't look forward to the Saints. You better watch Washington, because those guys, they still playing they got some grit to them. I don't know if it's AP or what, but the motherfuckers are playing hard. You know what I'm saying? They play hard. And they almost got out that game this past weekend with the Texans. They almost won, and they down like. They got four of their main players or three of their main players out for the season. But they still playing. That's team right there. That's team. But anyway, this is Anthony Fallon, Tone Setter Sports. Peace. I'm out.